Hey guys, Battle KCT here. Back for another one for you. A real quick video. We're going to be doing a little unboxing today of the HIRAM. Oh, look at that. Oh god, it appears and disappears. Just like your dad. The HIRAM scope mount. Because I have to be like 704 Tactical. I buy the belts he buys. I buy the optics he buys. I even buy the mounts that he buys. On all levels except for physical. I am 704 Tactical. Guys, it's got a great channel. Go check them out if you haven't already. Let's get into it. So this is actually a really nice budget mount found on Amazon. And one of the things I wanted to check was a review for it. And he had one out there. And it's like 30 bucks. And the fact that he says he's buying like 5 or 6 of these, 10 of them, whatever. It convinced me because, especially as a YouTuber, if you're trying to buy different gear and you keep buying the same thing over and over again, it's probably because it works and the price is right. So again, I bought this with my own money, about 30 bucks. The optic is coming the first of the year, so it sucks, but it'll be Monday, which should be the third of the year. Tell ya. But packaging is really, really nice. We will show that with the optic once that's all mounted up in another video there. But you know, very generic. Scope mount. And yeah, the side of it says MON 30mm BK GPU FBA1. So if you're nothing fancy, you have to read off all them codes there, and you got it right here. If you're not, cool. So, if you're told I did open it, the box at least, and I did not take the scope out. So, let's see what we got in here, and how it looks. Oh yeah, pop that right off there. It's like a 70 box. So, nothing in here, no the biggest blackest dick card, nothing like that. This is what we get. It's a lot of polybagging. But speaking of polybagging, here, so they give us some nice torch wrenches. Yeah, torch wrenches, which apparently everybody's going to now, unbeknownst to me. So let's take a look at it. It's actually packaged really, really nice. I don't necessarily like the name popping out on there, but this is going to get painted anyways. So I originally didn't like it because of the name. I went to school with a kid named HIRAM, and he's a real fucking weirdo, so I didn't really like the name. But you know what? Also HIRAM Lodge from, you know, Archie, so I'll say that quietly. Anyways, there she is, all bagged up, ready to go. Like mother. And let's take a look at the bottom, as we often do. Now, it has integrated recoil lugs between each screw. That's one that I don't want to know his name. I don't know. Keep calling him 704. He had pointed out that that was a thing, and I looked at a lot of scope mounts in this price range, and they really didn't have that. So I thought it was going to be a worthwhile endeavor, perhaps, to go ahead and get something like that. Because there's a lot of whack scope mounts on Amazon that just suck, and they have a bunch of shit all over them, like pick rails, everything, and it's just bullshit. Or they're going to fall apart because, you know, all the pieces just barely hang on there. Or they're adjustable in ways they don't need to be or shouldn't be. Alright, so there we are. There we are. So it's still rattling a little bit, and that's the scope caps. Don't tighten them completely down, which is fine. So let's take a look at the drug dealer bag full of torch wrenches. I think it's cute when they give us stuff like this. Oh, I have to open a baggie weed. So obviously this little guy with these here. Yeah, that's pretty positively. So a lot of times, you know, you get these budget scope mounts, and it's almost like you're making the threads as you go. But they didn't tap them quite well enough, and you're just like, okay, well, I'll just force a screw in here until this thing goes. On there. Yeah, that feels really good. Yeah, so you're definitely not making your own threads as you go. Let's try the base here, because you're all at that base. Okay, yeah, sorry. And so we can see here, the screw has a little shim on there, which is awesome because when you get cranking it down, it's going to have a little bit of extra play to it that you can take out with that shim there without crushing and grinding the, oh god, it's crushing and grinding, without that against the sidewall of the mount. So very cool that they did that, and they actually did it smart where it doesn't sit flush to the base. Actually, a little bit of an incline there. So pop the rest of these out here. The threads in these are really nice. So here we are. So I'm taking it apart. And there's a little bit of kind of wetness right at the opening of that hole, much like your mother. And probably from when they threw some lube on there. Because these screws have it too. Which one has really good? One of them does. Anyways. And so, probably so that they don't, binding and galling while they're doing the deed. But this is great though, because the edges are melted. Almost kind of reminds me of like the newer UTG stuff. I know them better than you guys do, trust me. Sad enough. But yeah, you can see the edges are nice and melted. And it's one of the things that really turned me on into this was the fact that the gripping surface is the entire side here. Because with a lot of these mounts, you are sitting there and you have a gripping surface that is only wherever the bolts go through. So that's going to be something that, you're going to lose, the ability to tension the mount down. You're not going to have as much contact with the rail as you normally would. So I'll put this back on there here. And yeah, so I think that's a good idea. I don't know why more companies don't do it, because it's not expensive. I mean, considering the machining you already have to do to make these things, it's not that hard. So, I don't quite get it, but I mean, it makes total sense to me. That's a thing. So. All right, so because we don't have the optic coming quite yet, let's just see I left behind all the shims. I'm trying to hurry to get it on the internet. Oh boy. So let's at least take one of these bad boys off and see how the underneath looks, the underside, the booty house, if you will. But yeah, I mean, like, it almost feels like the screw is loose in the pocket, much like your high school days. But at the same time, like, it's locking down really well. So I'm not really worried about, it not tightening down. I like the fact that it feels like there's actually some tolerance in it, that it's not like grinding into the metal. So we'll see. It may need some Loctite when I'm actually mounting the scope. We'll see. This is going to be for my second LPVO. I'll do it. Second, third. I just never really got into my first one. It was a Bushnell. I wasn't really too happy with it. Fuck it. Let's just do the whole thing. But my buddy has it, and we'll probably have it over to just fart around with one of these days. Yeah, the Bushnell AR Optics 1-4, not impressed. I mean, it's a Bushnell, I know. I bought it at Walmart, I know. But, it's on sale for $50 or whatever. I mean, it's cool, but like I took it out to a class, and I went to the range before the class and confirmed 0 on all my rifles, and went back in the bag, and I got there, and my first rifle with the LPVO on there, the Bushnell, did not have 0 whatsoever. Like, it was terrible. And I told the instructor, and he's like, "You just holding up the line, man." So I went back and just grabbed another gun, because that's way easier than just trying to dope it. Well, what happened was, while I was sitting in my gun case, the turrets just fucking wound themselves all over the place. And then it just didn't have any sort of 0. So I like the fact that, this one I believe has, covered caps, or at least locking rings where the Bushnell really did not. And I'm not going to really sit there and like fucking dial down on the fly with these things. I don't think that's more my style. So anyways, let's go ahead and take a look of me talking. It's actually really nice. The anodizing comes through all the way through. It's kind of hourglass shape there, like this, monolith. Well, yeah, there's not like missing the anodization down here or anything like that. And yeah, same with the bottoms of the rings. And that's pretty as good as you can get for something like this. And again, like, value is in the eye and the wallet of the beholder. To say that this is as good as it gets for $30, it's not the same as good as it gets like once you're in Geisley quality territory. Yeah, so I like it so far. I mean, I like the lines of it once I really got to take a look and see how it's all kind of melted and real rounded off, which is really nice. I like the kind of the spine of it there, that it doesn't look like some feeble piece of shit. Like I was looking at a couple different mounts, and a lot of them were like, man, if you just throw that on the ground, you're gonna bend or snap something. So just decided to go with this. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll put it back together, and we will mount the optic and shit when it actually gets here. Because I'm not gonna sit here, put this on the gun, take it off, put it back on. That's stupid. And other stuff I gotta do. Guys, like, share, comment, and subscribe. We are actually picking up some speed. We are going on full 30. And that's going to be awesome because I can say all sorts of stuff on there that I can't say on YouTube. But they're going to port all over my YouTube content at 4 in the morning again. And yeah, it will be awesome. And you should go follow me there. Follow us here. Follow us everywhere on Facebook. I'm going to keep on rambling, guys. I'm going to go ahead and knock it off. That's all I got for you today. Play it.